Hi children, good morning. How do you do? Actually I am so bored. I am waiting to see you people, but actually it is not the time for any one of us to meet together. It is better to stay home, stay safe. But don't neglect your studies, that only I can say you. Okay, today we are going to learn about the properties of integers under multiplication. Already we have learned the properties of integers under addition. Today we are going to learn the properties of integers under multiplication. Okay, already you know how to multiply two integers. A negative integer into a negative integer always gives a positive integer, right? Like that, positive integer into positive integer is also positive integer. And a negative integer into a positive integer, that gives a negative integers. We know that in integers there are positive numbers, 0 and also negative numbers. Okay, let us go on discussing about the properties of the integers under multiplication. So we have taken the numbers minus 1 and minus 2. We are learning about the properties of multiplication now. So let us multiply minus 1 into minus 2. Okay, what is minus 1 into minus 2? 1 2s are 2 and minus into minus positive. So the answer is plus 2. Let us take other two numbers. Plus 5 into minus 3. Okay, here I have taken two negative numbers. So when I took two negative numbers, I got a positive number, but this is also an integer. Okay, I am going to take a positive number and a negative number. So here 5 3s are 15, right? So positive into negative, we know that that is a negative number. So we got the answer as negative 15. So you see 5 is an integer, minus 3 is an integer. The product minus 15 is also an integer only. Here also you have seen minus 1 is an integer and minus 2 is an integer and the product 2 is also an integer. Whenever you take any number, whether a positive number and a negative number or any two negative numbers or otherwise any two positive number, let us take 10 into 5, we got 50. So 10 is an integer, 5 is an integer and 50 is also an integer. So when we are finding out the product of any two integers, we get again an integer. Actually this property is closure property. Under addition also you have learned that when you added two integers, we got again an integer. So we said that that is closure property under addition. Here when we multiply two integers, again we got another integer. So we are saying that integers are closed under multiplication. Okay, for all A, B element of integers, let us represent by Z. A into B is an integer. So this property is known as closure property. For all A and B, A into B is an integer. A into B, A and B are the elements of integers. So A into B is also an element of integer. That property is called closure property. Okay, let us see these numbers again. Let us reverse the order of this. Minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to 2, we wrote. Let us see what is minus 2 into minus 1. Okay, minus 1 into minus 2, we got 2. What is minus 2 into minus 1? 2 ones are 2, minus into minus, positive. Again we got the answer as 2. That means minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to 2. That is equal to minus 2 into minus 1. So A and B are two integers. What we have learned here? A into B equal to B into A. Let us see this case also. 5 into minus 3 is equal to minus 15. What is minus 3 into 5? I just reverse the order. 5 into minus 3. Just let us reverse it. Minus 3 into 5. So what is minus 3 into 5? Again that is 15. 5 3s are 15 minus 15. So whatever we take, we will get in the same way. In addition also we have learned that A plus B is equal to B plus A. That means by reversing the order, we are getting the same sum. And we learned that that is commutative property under addition. So here what may be this property? When A and B are two integers, A into B is equal to B into A. What is that property? That is commutative property under addition. So we have learned here closure property under multiplication, and also we learned commutative property. What is commutative property? For all, let us write the property like this. For all A, B, element of Z means integers, A into B is equal to B into A. So what is this property? Commutative property. Commutative property under multiplication. And what is this? Closure property under multiplication. Okay, so closure property means for all A, B, element of Z, A into B is also an integer, or A into B is also an element of Z or integer. Like that, it is commutative property. A and B are the elements of Z, then A into B is equal to B into A. That is commutative property. Okay, now let us go into the next one. Okay, now let us go on with the operation of three integers. Let us take minus 5, minus 3 and minus 2. Okay, let us multiply minus 5, minus 3 and minus 2 in different ways. Minus 5 into minus 3 first group us together, and then with this answer let us multiply minus 2. This is one way. Next, another way. First let us group minus 3 and minus 2 and let us multiply minus 5 with that product. Okay, let us see what answer we are going to get in both cases. So here already you know that whenever numbers are in the bracket, any operations are in the bracket, that you have to solve first. BODMAS rule that you have learned in your lower classes. Bracket open, division, multiplication, addition, then subtraction. First of all, if there is any bracket, that you have to open first. So here minus 5 and minus 3 in the bracket. So first of all, let us do this operation. 5 3s are 15. Minus into minus. This always you should remember. Minus into minus is equal to positive. Plus into plus also positive. Minus into plus or plus into minus, that is negative. So, minus 5 into minus 3, that is plus 15, isn't it? 5 3s are 15, minus into minus plus 15. Plus 15 into minus 2, and a plus into minus into plus 1, plus into minus, both are same. So, answer minus. Okay, here we got 15. 15 2s are 30. 15 2s are 30. Okay, let us see this one. Here what we have to multiply first? We have to multiply this bracket first. Minus 3 into minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 2. 3 2s are 6, that we know. Minus into minus, positive again. So, positive 6 or plus 6. So, we have to multiply plus 6 into minus 5. What is 6 into 5? You can go on like this. You can write the steps also. Minus 5 into 6. Okay, it will be better for you to write all the steps, then you won't be getting the mistakes. So minus 5 into plus 6. If we haven't shown the symbol, you should understand that is plus only. So here see 5 6 30. So what 30? Minus 30. So what did you get from this? These two are same, right? What did you understand from these two steps?
we change the bracket, even though we change the bracket, we get the answer as same. That means we can write that from 1 and 2. From these 1 and 2, we can write that minus 5 into minus 3 into minus 2 equal to minus 5 into minus 3 into minus 2. Same type of operation we have learned in addition, and we called it as associative property under addition. Okay, so what can we call this property? This is associative property under multiplication. So this property is associative property under multiplication for integers. We are learning about the properties of integers. So this is associative property. So we can say that integers are associative under multiplication. We already learned in addition. Integers are associative under addition. Here we are learning that integers are associative under multiplication. So in general we can write like this. So what property is that? Associative. What property? Associative property. So in general we can write like this: for all A, B and C, which are the elements of integers, A into B into C, where A and B in the bracket, is equal to A into B into C, where B and C are in the brackets. This is a general rule for associative property under multiplication of integers. Okay, did you get it? Same way only associative property of addition for integers also. Okay, now let us go into the next property. Okay, this is a special property of multiplication. We haven't learned this property under addition. This is special for multiplication. Let us see what is this property. Distributive property. Distribution. What do you mean distribution? Means giving each other. Is it or not? Spreading. Distributing. So, there are three numbers. Minus 5, minus 2, minus 7. Okay, let us consider these three integers. Minus 5, minus 2 and minus 7. So, minus 5 into minus 2 plus minus 7. Okay, minus 5 into minus 2 plus minus 7. Let us see what we are going to get the answer for this. So already we know that we should do the operation of the numbers what is in the bracket first of all. So what is in the bracket? Minus 2 and minus 7. So minus 2 plus minus 7 we have to do first. Minus 2 plus minus 7. What is minus 2 plus minus 7? 7 plus 2, 9, minus 9. So this part we got the answer as minus 9. So minus 5 into minus 9. So this is equal to 9 5s are 45. Right? Minus of minus into minus, that is 45 plus 45. So the answer for this is 45. Okay, now let us see with the same numbers. Let us do the operation in another way. It means minus 5 into minus 2 plus minus 5 into minus 7. Okay, let us do the operation in this way. What we are going to get? Let us see. So here minus 5 into minus 2 should be done and minus 5 into minus 7 should be done. The two answers should be added each other. So let us see what are we going to get. Minus 5 into minus 2, that is plus 10. Isn't 5 2s are 10, minus into minus is plus. Next, the middle symbol is plus. Plus 5 7s are, 35. Minus into minus, plus. So plus 35. So what is the answer? 45. So from these two cases, from equation number 1 and 2, what did you get? This one is equal to this one. Right? That means we can write from 1 and 2 we can write minus 5 into minus 2 plus minus 7 is equal to minus 5 into minus 2 plus minus 5 into minus 7. So this one is actually very important for further solutions of different problems, not only in 7th class, in all the classes, even for higher classes also you should know this property, distributive property, for making your calculation easier. Okay, I will explain it very clearly for you. Let A, B and C are 3 integers. A, B and C are the integers. Then A into B plus C. A into B plus C. In bracket what is that? B plus C is there. Equal to, we are distributing A to both the numbers. We are distributing means we are giving A to both the numbers. So give A for both the numbers. So what does it become? A, here A bracket means here into is there. When there is bracket, no need of specially mentioning the multiplication symbol. Okay. So A into B means AB plus A into B, that only AB. Okay, we can write A into B as AB or A into B you write, no problem. Then plus symbol. Again A distribute to C. That means A into C. Okay, so A into B plus C is same as A into B plus A into C. So if you are finding out any terms of like this for calculation, if any common terms are there, immediately what you will do for easier calculation, it is better for us to do in this way than like this, because this one multiplication is difficult than addition. So first, if we see a problem of this sort, immediately we will take the common number puts like this here, and the remaining number we will add B plus C. So see A into B plus C. So this property is known as distributive property. So for all A, B, C, an element of Z, A into B plus C equal to AB plus AC. What is this property? Distributive property. So by using the distributive property, can you say the answer for this? We know that for distributive property, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. For A into B plus A into C, that is similar to A into B plus C. Okay, let us apply that property here. So this one, minus 8 into 7 plus minus 8 into 2 is similar to that of A into B plus A into C. Okay, it is similar to that of the right side. That means in both this, what is common? Minus 8 is common. Okay, then what is remaining? 7. Here what is the 2? So what is the answer? 7 plus 2, we know that 9. 9 into 8 is 72, minus 72. Minus 8 into 7 plus 2, 9. 8 9s are 72. So the answer is minus 72. Okay. Do you remember the additive identity that we have learned in the earlier video? Additive identity is 0. That means when we add 0 to any number, any integer, we get the integer itself. Right? We get the same integer itself. In the same way, there is multiplicative identity also. If we multiply an integer by 1, we will get that integer itself. Minus 5 into 1 equal to minus 5. Or 1 into minus 5 equal to minus 5. Minus 6 into 1 minus 6. So, when we multiply an integer by 1, for any integer A is an integer. We know that A into 1 equal to A, this is equal to 1 into A. Means you multiply A into 1 or you multiply 1 into A, we will get A itself, the integer itself. Okay, so this property is multiplicative identity. So if it is asked, what is a multiplicative identity? What is multiplicative identity? It is 1. Multiplicative identity is 1. So what is the additive identity? Additive identity is 0. In the same way, multiplicative identity is 1. And do you know when we multiply a number by 0, when we multiply an integer by 0, multiplication by 0, do you know what you will get? Multiplication by 0. Do you know what you will get? Addition by 0, we will get that number itself. But multiplication by 0, we will get 0 only. Okay, by multiplying by 0, we will get 0. But by adding by 0, we will get that integer itself, or that number itself. So 0 is called the additive identity. Here by multiplying by 1, not by 0. By multiplying by 0, we are getting 0. But by multiplying by 1, we are getting that same number. That's why identity means same. Like that we learned distributive means giving. Giving one number for the other two numbers. Next we learned associative number, associative property. Yeah, when the bracket is changing, we are getting the same answer. We also learned the commutative property. Changing of order, the value does not change, the product does not change. And also we learned the closure property. So when we multiply two integers, we get again an integer. The product is also an integer. So these are the properties of integers under multiplication. So in next video we will learn about subtraction. Okay.